What's up, guys? George back again, and guess what? It's time for a new rant video. There's a couple things I wanted to touch on during this video. And of course, leave me a comment below whether you agree or disagree. Um, that's fine. I'm not going to go to the whole political route. Uh, I do enough of that on Facebook, arguing with people, which I've stopped because you can't argue with somebody that already has their mind made up. But um, and anybody who knows me, I'm not a Trump guy. Um, the guy's just, to me, and this is my opinion, he's a fucking scumbag. Always has been. I've never liked the guy, even long before he even thought about running for, president. But he's just one of those, those kind of douchebags that I don't like. Everything handed to him growing up, and just, But anyway, like I said, I'm not getting involved with the political bullshit. But what I did want to talk about is, if you haven't noticed, on the internet lately, there has been reportings or articles on the fall of record sales, which in my last rant video, I believe I called. I knew it was coming. And now it's here. I guess this year has been really not good for new vinyl sales. And I could tell you exactly why. The price points on everything has been absolutely ridiculous for the major stuff, from Universal and Sony. And Sony's a little bit cheaper, but not much. The independent stuff is still low. I've been ordering shit through the store at my cost from anywhere $10 to $12, which is fine with me. I mean, that's, we can price stuff at $14.99 to $15.99 on that stuff. The major label stuff, some of the lists $24, some of it's $29, and we're paying for the $24.99 lists. We're paying $21 or $20.99. We've started definitely decreasing our new LP stock unless it's something that we have to have. We're not taking chances on shit anymore. And it's sad, and it's all the label's fault. It's not, it's the customers are finally waking up to the realization that the new shit is just not worth it. It's just not worth the price you pay. It's shitty pressings here in America. I can't speak for anywhere else, but in America, it's shitty pressings. Reissues are taken from digital sources most of the time. Some of the import stuff, like on Wax Time records, like the old 50s and 60s blues records and early rock and roll records, are all taken from digital sources, and some of them sound like shit, but you know what? They're $10. So you get what you pay for, I guess. Packaging on them's killer, but most of the time it's taken from digital sources, which I think is total bullshit. If I'm going to take it from a digital source, I'm just going to buy the CD. I'm not an audiophile guy. I don't buy vinyl just to buy vinyl anymore. I buy for the music, whether it's on LP or CD, and some stuff is just pressed on vinyl now. A lot of the punk stuff or a lot of the indie stuff is just pressed on vinyl now. The rock stuff. There is some major label stuff that I will continue to buy. Any bands, like I got the new Cheap Trick record on vinyl. Of course, I'm going to pick that up because I have everything else on vinyl. So it's kind of like you want to complete your collection. And of course, if AC/DC puts out anything in the future on vinyl, officially. I buy a lot of AC/DC bootleg vinyl that I find because there's a ton of it out there now, and I guess more coming. Um, but anyway, I saw this happening a year ago or whenever I did that last rant video. Now Sony's building a couple plants to press stuff, so hopefully their prices are gonna drop. They're gonna have to do something if they want to continue to sell records. But it's just like the old days, you know. They're just in it for a profit, and I get it. They're a company, they're a business, but you want to put out quality product and affordable products, and more people buy it. That's always been my thing. Like, make it affordable, and more people will buy it. But I guess they don't think like that. And maybe there is, you know, maybe there's been research done and that's not always the case. I have no idea, but in my heart, the more you drop a price of something, the more people are going to buy it. So that's that. I mean, let me know what you think on the new vinyl stuff. I can't do it anymore. I've said in other videos lately that I'd rather pay $20 or $30 for an old '70s hard rock record or blues record that I don't have, or that's kind of rare and worth the $20 to $30. Um, and that's what I'm going to keep doing. I've gotten some amazing stuff over the last year, as if you watch my videos, you could see, and I've gotten some not so amazing stuff as well. Uh, and also on Discogs, I don't know if anybody's aware of this on Discogs, but if you've noticed, if you buy a lot of bootleg LPs from your favorite acts like Kiss or AC/DC or Van Halen or whoever, you're starting to notice if you buy a lot of it on Discogs that you can't get them on there anymore. Discogs started this whole thing now where anything unofficial is gone, or you can't post or sell or buy on there. I don't know if they're gonna. To me, it sounds like they're either gonna go public as a company, or they're getting ready to sell. I could be off, but usually when companies start doing weird shit like that, something big's coming. But um, I used to get a lot of stuff, bootleg stuff on Discogs, just because that's the only place you can get it. I don't have a distributor that carries bootleg vinyl or live imports, whatever you want to call them, unofficial titles. And Discogs was really the only place other than eBay. If you catch them early enough on eBay, you can get them cheaper. But once they go out of print, then they become ridiculous price wise. There's a few Kiss things out there that I missed over the last couple of years that, uh, that I can't find anymore. And now with Discogs doing away with all the unofficial stuff, um, I probably will never find. There's one called Vivant, Kiss double LP called Vivant from France, I think, '82. Killer cover on it, killer artwork, comes with a tour book of the Creatures of the Night thing. Really killer. I missed it when it first came out. Now it's gone for ridiculous money. A lot of the AC/DC ones I've picked up over the last 3 or 4 years that I show every time I get. A lot of those are gone now, and it's the same deal. Like, if a buddy of mine is looking for something that I have in the collection and I'll try to find it for him, it's double, triple, or quadruple the price I paid for it. Um, but I just think that it's kind of a dick move on Discogs' part to, pretty much do away with all the unofficial stuff. And I get it, it's unofficial, it's bootleg. Bands don't make any money off of it anyway, but um, most of Discogs products used anyway, so it's not, the bands or artists aren't going to make any money off of it anyway. Let me know how you feel about bootleg stuff. I know it's hit or miss with people. Some people love it, some people hate it. A lot of guys and bands and artists hate it, obviously, because they don't make any money off of it. But it is for the diehard fans that want to purchase it. Uh, you know, it's just it's a stupid thing. I don't get it. But what are you gonna do? And on YouTube now, it's getting onto YouTube. Yeah, because I'm gonna rant about YouTube now. Not that it affects me at all, but apparently a lot of the advertisers are pulling out of YouTube. Um, so if you monetize your videos on there, which I didn't realize I did until I don't know, 2.5, 3 years after um, I started making videos. I saw if you look at your videos, you'll see like a little dollar sign next to it. And then I looked into it more, and it's actually you make money when you do videos. It's weird. Um, Obviously, I've been doing this 5.5 years, and I haven't made anything. I haven't received any money or anything, but I know a lot of the major YouTube guys are off here bitching about advertisers pulling out and their funds dropping by 80% or 50% or whatever, and it's just like, well, if that's all you do in life is YouTube, maybe it's time to get a job, a real job. I don't know. I don't get that whole thing, but um, it's weird. I didn't realize you could do all that shit. So maybe we should all get together and start making killer videos and make some money on here. It's about time. I don't know. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here and rant a little bit and just get the shit off my chest. With Discogs and YouTube and the declining record sales, which I knew was coming. I really do think CDs are going to come back at some point. Maybe not as strong as the LPs did, but if you go and try and find something old on CD now, it's either out of print or it's one of those print on demand things from Amazon where you order a CD for $10 and you get it in the mail and it's fucking a CDR with shitty artwork. It's really bad, but I'm not a digital guy. I got an iPod when they first came out. I haven't used it since. I'm a physical media guy when it comes to everything, as you can tell by my channel. I still love books, still love movies, DVDs, Blu-rays, even VHS. Um, Not that I have a ton of VHS and I don't buy VHS, but they're still cool to look at. But I don't know, man. I don't know if it comes with getting old. I just turned 46 in July. My father turned 71 in March, and I spent the day with him yesterday because like I said, I've been off all week this week, and that was great. And it's funny because we went out to lunch and we were shooting the shit, and I swear to God, I sounded like he did when he was my age talking to his dad. Like, I don't get with these young kids today, and yada yada. And I'm like, holy fuck, I'm turning into one of them. But I really don't get these kids today. These young kids, I don't get it. My kid, they're for the most part, my kids are fucking like we were. I don't, they're respectable. They yes and are please and thank you and hold the door for people and no talking back hardly ever. So they do sometimes, but we all did that. But you see these kids out there now that have no respect for anything. None. And that drives me up a wall. I want to slap them in the mouth. And I'm not even that violent of a guy. I can get violent. I can get pissed. If I get pissed off, I that can get pretty violent, but that's calmed down over the years. I used to be a firecracker, like you set me off and that was it. Like I would just start swinging, but my wife tamed that beast, I guess. 23 years we'll be married next month. But I don't know how these kids get along. I guess they get coddled and get handed everything to them, and kids shit their pants now. It seems like if they shit in their pants, their parents are giving them a medal for it. I don't know. So anyway, the video cut off because I got a call. I'm on my new iPhone. Um, so I forget where I was, but talking about kids today. Fucking idiots, man. No social skills. No nothing. I hope the next generation of kids takes note of these little assholes, but I'm not jaded or anything. But anyway, I'm gonna cut it off there. It's enough rambling for one video. So yeah, leave me a comment below and let me know what you think of the current state of LP sales and prices. I'm curious to hear what people think. And what you think about Discogs doing away with unofficial stuff, I guess. But I think it's kind of, I get it, but at the same time, as a collector, it sucks. But I guess you find out other avenues. There's quite a few stores around the area here that sell that stuff. It's just getting, I'm not one to constantly hit all these stores. Just I don't do it. And some of them are way expensive, too expensive. But that's the name of the game as a collector, I guess. And real quick, I've been with this whole Eclipse thing was a complete. It was cool, but at the same time, people went fucking ape shit for this thing. But it actually eclipsed, of all things, the death of Jerry Lewis, who I'm a huge fan of early Jerry stuff, him and Dean Martin, and his early movies like Nutty Professor, Who's Mine in the Store, and a few other things that he did that were really funny, I thought. I just wanted to give a shout out to Jerry. I hope he rests in peace. He's one of the last ones that, of that generation of comedians and actors and stuff that are gone. Don Rickles died last year, who I was a huge fan of. I grew up with Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis and Abbott and Costello and the Stooges and Laurel and Hardy. Just from my dad watching that stuff, on Sunday mornings. I fell in love with that shit. I own every Abbott and Costello film on DVD. I own every episode of Three Stooges on DVD. The Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin stuff's a little harder to find, that stuff. I missed a box set that came out years ago. Jerry Lewis box set of all his early films. Now that thing's gone for like $300 or something ridiculous. But I have pieces here and there like Nutty Professor and Who's Minding the Store, and none of the Martin Lewis stuff. That stuff's hard to find, like the Colgate Comedy Hour, and you can find that now on cheap DVDs on Amazon. But from what I read in the reviews of it, they look like shit. But they're cheap enough to take a chance on. So, but I wanted to give a shout out to Jerry Lewis. His whole death really was eclipsed by the actual eclipse. It was weird. Like, I didn't realize he died until the day after he died. And it just happened to fall the night before the actual eclipse, I think it was. But um, it was weird. It was like, I figured people would be more, there'd be more coverage of it, but there just wasn't. And as a person, I knew he could be an asshole, conceited, and interviews and stuff like that. But who isn't, in that realm? But as a movie, as somebody that aspired, is that the word? To be a movie maker when I was young, I learned a lot from him and watched documentaries of him and how he did things. And uh, he's the one that invented automatic video feedback, or automatic video watch. Like, if you're filmed something for a movie, you can go right back and watch it to make sure it was done right. He was the inventor of that, and I think every director uses that format now, which he doesn't get a lot of credit for. But so I just wanted to say, rest in peace, Jerry. You will be missed. The last movie he did was last year's Max Rose, where he played an elderly, jazz musician, who lost his wife. That has not yet been available on DVD or Blu-ray or anything. You can watch it on Amazon. I did start watching it. Really, really good film. He does an amazing job, and especially for a 90-year-old guy, I thought he was fantastic in it. So, definitely check out Max Rose, because it has that music thing to it, music vibe throughout the whole film. But if you haven't seen it yet, like I said, you can watch it on Amazon right now. And I don't know when the DVD, if it, I'm sure it'll come out at some point, but there's no scheduled date. But anyway, that's it. I'm going to cut it off there, because this is a long rant video. Like I said, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of the current situation with vinyl and Discogs, and even YouTube. If you do YouTube videos and you have enough of a following and views to actually make money on YouTube, let me know what you think of the adpocalypse, as they're calling it. I probably know how you think, because everybody else that makes a lot of money is on here bitching about it. But what are you going to do? It can't last forever, I guess, right? I don't think YouTube is going to be around forever. So there's other formats out there, like live streaming on Twitch. And, I'm going to look into... I'd like to do a question and answer thing now that I'm up to 900 subscribers, or just about. I think it'd be cool to get like Greeno and LJ and Scott Waters and Boston Rob and Spinning Greek and a couple other guys all in the same like live vlog. I think that would be cool. So I'm going to try and figure out how to do that with everybody. But we'll see. So if you're into that, let me know. Like a question and answer thing with a bunch of different people, or like a series with everybody. That would be cool too. But anyway, I'm going to cut it off there. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Links are below. Click that thumbs up button if you like this video. Share it around with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't. Next up will be more reviews on CDs and Blu-rays and DVDs and a couple other things. There's going to be a new DVD and Blu-ray collection video coming up, where I'll talk about stuff that I've picked up at like flea markets and shit like that, out of print stuff. So that'll be coming up probably within the next couple weeks. So keep an eye out for that. I don't have enough for an LP update because, like I said, I haven't been buying that much on vinyl. But there's going to be another CD collection video coming up soon as well. So I'm going to have a ton of content. Let me know what you think about the review videos if you dig them. I don't do them every day like I started out to do, just because there's not, I kind of ran out of shit to review, and I've been watching more movies lately. So anyway, that's it. I'll talk to y'all real soon. Thanks for watching this video if you made it this far. Rambling. And leave me a comment below, or leave me a comment on Facebook. Follow me on there, and we can live chat on there or whatever. So I'll talk to y'all next time. Peace.